Northumbria, 634 AD. It has been just over 2 centuries since the Roman legions withdrew from Britannia, and around a century since the Saxons drove back the Romano-Britons to claim the land for themselves. Christianity has started to take root and has become the most followed religion in the old Roman province, which is now fractured into many smaller petty kingdoms. One of those kingdoms is Northumbria, a large area stretching from the River Humber in the south to the Firth in the north. There is much struggle and strife in Britain at this time, with individual Saxon kingdoms often warring with each other and with the remaining Britons. The Britons have mostly been driven to the west, but retain dreams of recapturing their lost lands, and border conflicts between Saxon and Britain are commonplace. These mostly involve the taking of cattle and slaves, with minor skirmishes, and rarely seem to have erupted into full warfare. Into this turmoil is born a man called Cuthbert. Not much is known about his early life, not even the names of his parents are recorded in any reliable source. There are contradictory theories about Cuthbert's early life, some suggesting that Cuthbert was a low-born commoner, while others, myself included, believe Cuthbert was a member of minor nobility, but more on that soon. What is agreed upon, more or less, is that Cuthbert was born in or close to Dunbar, which is located in modern-day Scotland, but was in the northern reaches of the Kingdom of Northumbria then. It is probable that he was born in either the year 633 or 634, though some sources quote his birth as 635. At some point, he was fostered to a family in Lauderdale, near the Abbey of Montrose. While no details of his age are given at the time of his fostering, it is likely that he was in the region of 6 to 9 years of age. This was the customary age at which sons were entrusted to their chosen foster family to begin their formal education. Now, this is where some conjecture and guesswork enters the picture. Sources state that Cuthbert was a fine horseman and was taught the skills of war, but beyond this, not a lot more information seems to be available on his early life or education. It seems unlikely to me that a common man's son would be swanning about on a horse and being educated in the ways of war, never mind being named as a skilled horseman, which suggests prolonged training. We can, however, assume with almost 100% certainty that he was raised as a Christian, of course, whether low-born or as a member of the nobility. It was a common custom for the nobility and more well-to-do commoners throughout the medieval era to foster children, particularly sons, to another family to have them educated in martial skills, etiquette and other lessons. It is hinted that Cuthbert took part in at least one battle in his mid-teens. This would be in complete correlation with the times and his situation as a noble's son, as I've suggested. An argument supporting the theory that Cuthbert was low-born is made in several sources, that being Cuthbert was assigned to be a shepherd, which is a lowly occupation in these days reserved for commoners. To me, this seems like a misinterpretation, as young warriors at the time would often be assigned to guard flocks of animals or herds of cattle. And rather than being a shepherd in the traditional sense, he was a guard against raiders and thieves. In short, it was a military duty he was undertaking. This brings the opening chapter of our look at the life of St Cuthbert to a close. It was rather a short video, but do join us for part 2, where we will examine Cuthbert's somewhat drastic career change and his rise in the ranks of the clergy of Northumbria, leading to his eventual ascension to the position of Bishop of Lindisfarne and sainthood. Thank you very much for watching. Do please subscribe to the Worms and Warriors channel, and I hope to see you in the next video.